Dawn and I moved inside and continued to work on loose leash walking, giving into leash pressure as always, and later worked on a little bit of stays. That immediate turn as soon as she feels the leash, perfect. And I will say it until I'm blue in the face, I really like dogs being able to sniff. However, I do need dogs to be able to listen and move away from things that aren't safe. And also sometimes we just need to go where we're going. Sometimes you need to mind your own business. And pulling towards a scent is never going to be reinforced in this setting. What's really great that you can see here is that she still has some conflicting feelings, she still has some nervy body language, but she is staying in the game. She is continuing to give eye contact, she is eating food, she's not stopping, staring off into space, she's not trying to leave the training situation. Some really beautiful focus and engagement. Really, really lovely. It's exciting to see. So there I am throwing food ahead to try and create something for her to pull towards. Same thing with the bag of food. Add a distraction that might be interesting. I don't want you checking that out. We're gonna keep going. I think that actually might have even been a piece of kibble. So being able to eat foods beyond meats and cheeses really is a big deal. And there, I'm not actually pulling her back, I'm just keeping that tension in the leash. So anytime you see her sliding across the floor, it's because she is pulling that hard to try and get to it. Used a little bit of body blocking there, just a little bit of mind your business training. We don't need to greet every person. You'll notice as well, I switched to the back clip of the harness. Once dogs are getting the hang of giving under leash pressure, once they're getting better at that loose leash walking, I like to move them either to the back clip or to a collar, just a flat collar. Front clip harnesses, head halters, other training and management tools can be really helpful, but I do like to wean away from them. Most of them inhibit movement in some way and generally aren't needed long term. And I will repeat myself, I generally do teach stay by tossing food out of that sit or down and then having them reset, but the actual sitting part of the reset is the hardest part for Dawn, and she does not do well with repetitive training moments of sit, toss food, sit, toss food. So just reinforcing her for staying in that sit. It's easier for her, she's able to get that win, and that's what's really important for me. Dropping the leash was too much. She moved out of position for that, so I just slowly lowered it down. I'm doing that little tiny dance step backwards to get her back into the stay game. I have about 8 different treats in my pouch, so you'll see me kind of dig through them for the 1 or 2 treats that she'll eat in the moment. It's been a little bit longer. So this, again, I am just holding that tension there. She really, really wants to sniff the corner of that shelf. I think the dog probably peed on it. And this is simply teaching her that pulling against a leash does not get her what she wants. If she gives me slack, then maybe we can go stiff it, if it's a safe thing to stiff. It's really difficult though. She really wants to check it out. Trying different angles of pulling. Just leaning forward into it like a dead weight. And any backing up off of that is what I mark as a reward. There again, just add intention, any foot movement towards me, any body weight shift towards me that's marked and rewarded. And she actually offered that down, which is great. So I will use that. Creating some distance. Want to make sure that everybody's got space to do their thing. And of course pay for that re-engagement. Lovely. A little bit of luring there to get her back and get that sit. Lovely. Thank you for holding that sit. Little tiny rock backs. Because it's much more difficult for her to hold that stay with people there, I make the movement away from her so much smaller. Again, we want her to succeed. A little bit of butt scritches, get her back in the game. Get her feeling good, all of me.